and the country of Ukraine braces itself for fresh waves of attacks, even after Russia said it was withdrawing troops.
Well, almost 2 weeks ago, we brought you the story of a couple from Durham who were going to the Polish border to pick up 18 Ukrainian refugees.
They had made space for these refugees in their farmhouse. They had hoped the families would be settled into life here by now, but unfortunately, that isn't the case.
Yeah, they've been struggling to get visas processed, and they're now on day 13. Our reporter, Rachel Sweeney, has the story.
Hopefully they'll enjoy relaxing in there.
They were excited, optimistic and determined to make a difference.
We do know the children's ages and names.
Paul Aitchison and Helene Kell prepared their farmhouse for 18 Ukrainian refugees. They packed up 200 bags of donations and made their way to the Polish border on March the 18th. The moment they met their sponsors was as emotional as they expected.
A really happy moment, knowing that we'd met them and that they just were so appreciative of us being there.
The problem is that they're still there. Applications were filled out 10 days ago. Checks were carried out at the visa centre then. They were told processing would take 72 hours, but it's now been more than 3 times that.
One centre in particular will only put refugees up for 3 nights because their expectation is after that they move on. So without people from Britain and sponsors and the UK government support, they genuinely have got nowhere to go. And the damning story is certain individuals that I speak to in the visa centre say they are considering heading back to Ukraine and taking the chances there because this process is just not working.
The couple say conditions are so poor in these available centres that 2 of their sponsor children have been hospitalised.
The sheer volume of people, they can't cope with them. So actually in Warsaw Central Station, they've got a notification up saying, look, we recommend you proceed through Warsaw into surrounding areas because Warsaw's full. And I think that's why we're still seeing a lot of people sleeping on the streets.
Where our actual family is, we've had to move them from the PTAC centre because 2 of them ended up in hospital on drips.
Paul and Helene also reached out to their local MP. They've been told their case is being worked on, but say the lack of government support is unforgivable.
Government have reached out to the British people to say, look, we need you to be part of this process. Phase 1, you need to go out there and find a connection. And we are doing that. We've been filling in applications, we've been matching people, we've been getting them sponsors, we've been liaising with people in the UK, we've got translators from the UK who are chipping in, we've got people raising funds, sending it over so that we can keep this process going. And the government are just doing absolutely nothing to help.
The Refugees Minister, Lord Harrington, said, "We are starting to see progress because of changes the Home Office made to streamline the visa process and put additional resources into the system. However, we need to do more and will be making further improvements to bring people to the UK as quickly as possible." A house waits for these refugees. When they will finally be able to call it home remains in the hands of the British government. Rachel Sweeney, GB News.
With the time just after 6:15, these are the news headlines you're waking up to.